Alright guys, and I hope all of you had an amazing Christmas because I know I did. And so in this video, we're going to do a massive Christmas unboxing. And the first portion of this video where I unbox a camera that I'm using right now will be recorded on my phone, and from then on out it will be recorded on the camera. So this is the image quality of my camera, and then after that will be the phone, and then back to the camera. So let's get into it. Alright, so No Best here, and as I said, we're going to do a massive Christmas unboxing. So to start, we're going to start with the camera, the Sony ZV1. Alright guys, so as I said, this portion of the video will be recorded on my phone, as I'm going to be unboxing the camera using the camera on my phone, if that makes sense. So we are going to unbox the camera that was being used in the last clip right now, and then we'll go back to the camera for that. So right here I have the Sony ZV1, the camera made for content creators. On the back, that shows all the specifications and all those cool features that it has inside. On the top, you get all your usual paperwork, your startup guide, all that. With the camera, you get, I believe, a free image editing software, which is pretty cool. In the box, you have your Sony ZV1 camera. It is a fixed lens, a 24 to 70 millimeter equivalent zoom lens, and it has a 1.8 to 2.8 aperture. And this is the coolest part of the camera. When you open it, it would automatically turn on if I had a battery in it, but the battery is in the box. So here as well in the box, it comes with a Sony battery, which you do put in the bottom here. Which way? There we go. It goes in the bottom here. If it would go in. It's not going in, guys. Alright, so we have a battery in, and this is the coolest part, in my opinion. As soon as you open the screen, it comes out. And it is a fully articulating screen, which is amazing. So you can see yourself actually while you are recording, which is really cool. Alright, and then when you close it, obviously, it'll close as well. So that's always cool. Sony did include a dead cat in the box, which is really just a wind muff that goes on the hot shoe right here. Yes, it does have a hot shoe mount where you can mount an external mic, but this is just where the wind muff goes for you to just really eliminate the wind noise. It just sits like that. But I don't use the wind muff, as I have a Rode VideoMic Pro, which is actually right here. Now, I will be coming out with a full review on the Sony ZV1, as well as an audio test on the Rode VideoMic Pro. But the rest of this video and the clips before this, I have been using the Rode VideoMic Pro for that audio. So you can get a sense of the sound quality of the Rode VideoMic Pro there. But I will be doing a full sound test and a full review of this camera in a little while. So last but not least, in the box is a cable. Now this is a USB Type A to micro USB, which is a little bit still outdated, but you can charge the battery from internally. So you plug this into the wall and plug the USB into the camera, and there you go. Now this camera does record in full 4K at up to 30 frames per second, or 1080p at up to 120 frames per second, and it does have high frame rate mode for those cool slow motion shots, which goes up to 960 frames per second. But right here, you have a microphone jack, a multimedia, which is a micro HDMI, and then you have your USB micro cable. So that is the Sony ZV1, full review coming out soon. As well, the audio test of the Rode VideoMic Pro coming at you soon. Back to the Sony ZV1 footage. Alright, so next we are going to do a DualSense controller. Now, the PS5 was obviously a massive, massive, massive product that came out this year, and this is where your connection to the console comes from. So right here is the DualSense Controller, the Sony PS5 DualSense Controller. So we're gonna open it, obviously. I got my handy dandy knife here that I use for all my openings, of course, as you guys all know. We're gonna open this up. We're gonna toss this aside. And these boxes are very hard to get into. Honestly, I have no idea why. But here we are. Open up this tab. And here is the controller. Again, there is no charger in the box, no cable. It comes in the PS5 box, but it does not come in the individual PS5 DualSense controller boxes, which is a bit of a bummer. But then again, if you have the controller, you obviously have the console, right? So there's no issue there. But here is the DualSense controller, as you can see right there on the screen. Now, this is, as we all know, a very, very comfortable controller, and it is a controller that I love times 100 more than the PS4 controller because of how bulky it is, all new the adaptive triggers, the haptic feedbacks, and like these triggers are just absolutely insane. I love them so much, and I know you guys will love it too if you have a PS5. Moving on. Alright, so next I got something that is very, very cool for Christmas. This right here is a bi-temperature lamp, a BiColor lamp from Light. It is really cool because not only is it as a light that articulates that you can move up and down for like a desk light, not only does it do that, it also has a spot for Qi wireless charging right there, which is very cool in my opinion. So if you're working or doing anything, you have this light for anything that you need to do. As well, you have a place where you could charge your phone. So that is cool. And as well, on the back, you have a USB port as well where you can charge another object such as AirPods if you are good with that, I guess. So I'm going to plug this in and we're going to check it out. Alright, so I have it plugged in, and if we turn it on, as you can see here, we can adjust the temperature of the light and as well the brightness. So here I have it on like white, I have it on bright, and then I have it on like off. So this is very, very cool. It goes pretty bright, not going to lie. Like, look at how bright that is. That is very, very bright. So it is very good if you're writing something or doing anything like that. It is very cool and I highly recommend it. All of these links will be thrown down in the description below where you guys can go and check them out if you're interested in any of these products. So, moving on. Alright guys, and next I have two interesting Apple products that recently just came out this year in September and in November. The iPad Air 4 being in September, and the Apple M1 MacBook Pro being November. So we're going to start with the iPad Air. Now right here, I have the iPad Air Smart Folio navy blue case as I got the sky blue iPad. So as you can see right here is the navy blue case. It has the Apple logo. I'm not sure if you can see it because it is very faint, but it opens up. It can do all sort of positions with all the magnets, and as well it is smart connector, so your iPad just magnetically connects so it will never fall off of the Smart Folio. So here we have the iPad Air, 256 gigabyte configuration, iPad Air 4th generation. Let's open it. So right off the bat on the top you have the actual iPad, and here is the iPad. It is already set up and everything as it's already been used by us obviously, but here as you can see I was talking about those three dots at the bottom are the smart connector, these here, and those let you magnetically snap on the iPad to any compatible smart case with the smart connector. Now, the blue on the back is a very faint pastel blue. It is not like a bright sky blue like you would think when you think of a sky blue. So, debating on the colors there. Now, the new feature in the iPad Air is that the Touch ID is built into the lock button. So whenever I want to get in, it tells me right up in the top left, Touch ID up there. I'm not sure if you can see it, but it tells me to do Touch ID there because it takes Touch ID. Now the iPad Air, it does have that same boxy design as the new iPhones, as well as the iPad Pro. The boxy design I really love, as it feels nostalgic in a way because of the iPhone 4 and 5, but it also feels way better than the rounded edges. And also it has, at the top right here, it has the place for the Apple Pencil where you can just snap it on the top. I unfortunately do not have an Apple Pencil with me, so I cannot demonstrate that, but you guys know that for if you have one. Now here in the Smart Folio case, as you can see, all you got to do is put it here and it will snap into place itself because of the magnets, so you don't have to figure out where to put it in as it snaps on, and there you go. It closes, you got your camera cutout, and you're good to go. One cool feature is as soon as you open the case, it automatically turns on because of the magnets it knows, which is really cool. So this is the iPad Air 4th generation. Link to both of these, the case and the iPad, will be down below in the description for you guys to check it out. Now, to quickly finish the unboxing, in the iPad Air box, you will get your usual paperwork and your Apple stickers. Same old, same old. You do, in fact, get a charging brick, but it is a USB Type-C charging brick, as we all know, because the new iPads are USB Type-C. And I say charging brick because the new iPhones do not come with a charging brick in the box, just to let you guys know in case you are in store for a iPhone 12. And of course, it comes with a cable, a USB Type-C to a USB Type-C for you guys to check it out. That is how you charge the brand new iPad Air 4th generation. Link down below in the description where you guys can check it out. Alright, so last but certainly not least, I have the brand new M1 MacBook Pro 13-inch. Now, this one I was so hyped for because of the internal power and as well the switch from Intel-based Macs to their own ARM silicon processors. So right here, I have the brand new M1 13-inch MacBook Pro, maxed out configuration. It is the 8-core CPU, 8-core GPU, 16 gigs of unified memory, 2 terabytes of SSD storage. So we are going to unbox it. But first, I want to talk about this guy right here. This guy is very cool. It is a digital UV adapter, and it is cool because it has USB Type-C, and it also gives you on the end USB Type-C, HDMI, and USB Type-A for all your necessities. If you have a hard drive or if you want to connect it to an external display, you can do that through the digital UV or AV, I'm not sure, adapter, and that will also be linked down below in the description where you guys can check it out. Right here on top comes your MacBook Pro. Now again, this one has already been opened as we've already used it, but this is a re-unboxing where you can check out the experience of opening your own M1 MacBook Pro. So I open it up, and as you can see, it is the same usual form factor that we always have, just different internals. When we open it up, we all already have everything set up in here. And the coolest thing about MacBook Pros, in my opinion, is this touch bar. I love this touch bar so much. It is so cool because you can do literally so much with it, and it is just another handy way to get across using your Mac, which is insane. Now, these M1 Macs are optimized for really to take advantage of all the power it has in it such as in editing softwares like Final Cut or Logic Pro or Adobe Premiere, all those things, it takes the internals and optimizes it for that, which is very cool as I edit my videos. Now I have made the switch to Final Cut, so this video will be edited in Final Cut and used in Compressor. To finish the unboxing, you have your 61 watt Apple USB Type-C charging brick and the USB Type-C cord to plug into your MacBook. And as well, you get your usual paperwork designed by Apple in California, and you get your usual Apple stickers. But we have a cool accessory for the M1 MacBook Pro, which is this in-case case. Oh well, this right here is a sort of pink but not really pink case for your MacBook Pro. So this just slaps on like so. All you do is just like push down on all the corners to make sure that it is in place, and then from there you're good to go. We also have the bottom part that we put on. We just put it down in here like this, and all we do is literally just push down to make sure that we hear the snaps, which means that it is on. And there you have the M1 MacBook Pro 13-inch, 8-core CPU, 8-core GPU, 16 gigs of unified memory, and a 2 terabyte SSD inside of this small form factor. Again, all these links down below in the description where you guys can go and check them out. Alright guys, let me know down in the comments below what you guys received for Christmas and whether or not you guys want to get any of these things that I have listed down below in the description that I unboxed in this video. So, let me know down in the comments below. Alright guys, thank you for watching. Please do go out and have a great day, and we shall see you in the next one.